And good afternoon, race fans from Atlanta Motor Speedway, as we're getting set for race 2 of season 2 of the DRL Red Bull GT Series. Of course, we had a fun race last week at the Ricky Raceway, which was won by Cody Smart for the Mustangs, Titan Nicholas for the Corvettes. For the Vipers, it was Brian Webb, and then for the Jaguars was Prudence Martindale. Today, we're going to see how these drivers will handle for 65 laps around the hot and fast Atlanta Motor Speedway, as we have a couple of pole sitters to mention. On the pole and for the overall race is Razor Callaghan. Razor had a tough debut last week at Ricky, 26th. He is now 29th in points with 1 point on the board, so not the start of the season. He's on the pole for the Jaguar class, and he's alongside the pole sitter for the Mustang class, Zachary Fitzwater, who comes into this race second in the Mustang class, third in the overall standings. And then row 2, our pole sitter for the Corvette class, Titan Nicholas. He'll be alongside of David Heller. And who is on the pole for the Viper class? It would be Kyle Langland. Of course, here is the point standings coming into this race, as well as the rookie points. And as promised to you guys, that is not the schedule that was not the one I want. This is the class points for these drivers as we're getting ready for 65 laps of racing, as we're getting set for Atlanta. Of course, we've never raced here at Atlanta before, so this will be something new for these drivers here today. Time to get these drivers rolling out onto the track. Had to mute the command person so the command person would not interrupt while I was doing this race. Let's go over the overall point standings presented by Golden Corral. Help yourself to happiness. Cody Smart, who won Ricky Raceway, the overall points leader. He leads by 5 points over Titan Nicholas. 8 points over Zachary Fitzwater. 10 points over Sean Art. And Bradley Ream is 13 points back, tied with Brian Webb in that category. David Heller is 7th. 8th is Kyle Langland. Jesse Art 9th. And 10th is Tyler Anderson. It's in your room.
It is. Thank you.
Hi to one person in the chat. Hope you're ready to look forward to a good race today. For the class standings, Titan Nicholas has a 1-point lead over Sean Art, 2 points over David, 3 points over Jesse, 4 points over Kyler Anderson, 5 points over Logan Williams, Angel Gutierrez 6th, and then Ormy 7th, and then same for Cody Smart over Fitzwater, etc., etc. Here we go! Race 2 from Atlanta is underway. Let's go racing, drivers. What's up, B-Dog Web? Welcome to the stream. This is going to be a very interesting race, considering we've never raced here at Atlanta Motor Speedway before with these GT cars. So Razor Callaghan will lead the first lap. He is the overall leader and the leader of the Jaguar class. Zachary Fitzwater is the leader in the Mustang class. Titan Nichols just took the lead for the Corvettes. And who is leading in the Viper class? That would be Kyle Langland after the first lap of the race. So the points for the classes will go, first place gets 8, second place 7, third 6, all the way down to 8th place that gets 1 point, which could make things very interesting come the season finale for this series. Titan Nichols is going to take the lead from Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater's about to have a challenge for the lead in class. Bradley Ream right there in the 21. Bradley Ream third in class points, fifth in overall points. Bradley Ream off to a very good start. Titan Nichols right there. He's now the leader. Well, was the leader, as I just went the wrong way. I was trying to go to Fitzwater and made me go to Callaghan there. And Fitzwater now takes the lead of the race. See where, didn't need to see that, but see where Cody Smart is. Cody Smart, I'm trying to figure out what ride he is in. He's in the 16. He came in this race as the overall points leader. He is in 30th right now as Kyle Langland is going to go by for the second position. Hello, pace car, the convertible pace car. Last week we thought we were going to have fuel mileage come into play, and apparently I was wrong. I really don't think we're going to have fuel mileage because of the way the Corvette or the GT, the Trans Am mod. I don't think we're going to see fuel mileage. I will be... Ooh, who got up into the wall there? There was somebody that just got up in the wall a second ago. I think it was one of the Jaguars. That might have been Callaghan. Yeah, it was Callaghan. Got up a little too... Ooh, we're almost 4 wide there. That was Bradley Ream, Samad Oskin, and Logan Williams. That was close there. Timo Mauser in the 12. They were nearly 5 wide. Ignore the music in the background. That's not coming from me. That's coming from Steven's phone. Kyle Langland comes in this race second in the Viper points. He's trying to catch Webb for the points lead. Byron Webb, that is. Or is it Brian Webb? I think it's either Brian Webb or Byron Webb. If I mispronounce your name, Mr. Webb, I do apologize. I'm just still trying to learn your name, so forgive me. Hi, 2 people watching. I know Mr. Webb is one of them. Check the back of the field here. Emma Kaiser second in the Jaguar points. Back here at the rear of the field, Nathan Orman, this is not where he needs to be. Orman's dead last in class points, and he's currently 21st in points. He's not where he wants to be. Same with Christopher Bright. Zachary Taylor's back here. Riley Pearson, Skylar Taylor, Dylan Matthews. There's Webb. Jesse Art back here. Alexander Underwood. Tyler Anderson. So far, kind of tamed with these drivers out in front is Titan Nichols. He's also the driver that's trying to run down Cody Smart for the points lead. As you don't need to see somebody not having a shirt on, so I'm just going to lower my phone down so you don't have to see their privacy. This track is identical to Charlotte and Texas, a 1.54 mile racetrack. Of course, it's not the Super Speedway Atlanta. This is the original Atlanta that Papyrus made. Will Parrish in third. Will Parrish is 7th in class points. He is next to last in points, so this is a well-needed run for Will Parrish. Of course, Jesse Art ran this car last year in the 1 car, finished a lap down, but thankfully And of course, last season we were at Daytona, and that was a caution-free race. I thought going to Ricky was going to be a good idea, but it turned out to be an interesting race. Of course, with drivers running well in points like Smart, this is not what they needed. There's Cody Smart. He's dead last. Look at this shenanigans back here. Annie Crenshaw 3 wide with Jesse Arden. That was Orman. They were 3 wide right here. There's Andrew Williams right there, dropping back as he's going to lose a spot to Ormy and who's in the 30. Oh, that's Dylan Matthews in the 99, that is. There's Kyler Anderson. Sean Art, sorry. I almost got the 2 Art siblings mixed up. Sorry about that. Angel Gutierrez running in 20th. Sean Art's another driver who had a great run last week. And there's the Jaguar points leader, Prudence Martindale. This is not what she needed. The gal that was trying to run her down for the class lead, Emma Kaiser, she's back in 30th. So not only is this going to really shake up the points in the overall standings, it's also going to shake up the points as Razor Callaghan's going to go by Titan Nicholas, sorry. This is going to shake up the overall points, the rookie points, as well as the class points heading into next week's race. And next week, we're going short track racing from Bristol. Oh, 4 wide nearly. That was Kyle Langland who tried to go underneath Will Parrish. Got Tatiana Naguera and Razor Callaghan 4 wide, but they settle it down. That was nearly close by Callaghan. He nearly got turned by Fitzwater, and Callaghan's in the wall. And just like that, Callaghan just fell outside, almost outside the top 10 as a result. That was close from being our first caution of the weekend and of the season.
It's just me.
I know it's you. You went to the office and then picked up the guys. Gotcha.
Yeah. That's it.
I'm cooking dinner tonight, so.
I know.
Did I tell you what I'm cooking?
Andrew already told us.
Okay, cool. He'll let Brian, not Brian as in the one in the YouTube chat, Brian as in my roommate, that is, to be more specific. Just so if anybody gets confused, I'm talking about a different Brian, so there's no confusions. Tatiana Naguera in the, let me make sure I have her in the right, yeah, I was correct. Tatiana Naguera, the fastest lap of the race, 28:036. And Josh Harmon has the quickest lap for the Mustangs. Right now, we're about to have a lead change for the Viper class, which is Kyle Langland and Will Parrish duking it out. Fitzwater leads the Mustang class, and Razor Callaghan is leading the Jaguar class. So just as I said last week, if you don't win overall, you better win in class, because that's the key factor in this race and of the series. Same with Rookie of the Year. So we're going to have like at least, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 championships we're going to be keeping our eyes on. Right now, Titan Nichols, by the way, is the rookie points leader over Byron Webb. David Heller, third. Kyle Langland, fourth. Prudence Martindale, Angel Gutierrez, Addison Peterson, Annie Crenshaw, Tatiana Nagora, and Emma Kaiser, the top 10. 10 out of the 19 that have scored the rookie points. Skylar Taylor, Dylan Matthews, Riley Pearson, Josh Harmon, Timo Mauser, Samad Oskin, and Christopher Bright have yet to score Rookie of the Year points because only the top 10 in the rookie for the rookies will score points. So those drivers have yet to score rookie points. Hopefully they will at some point this season. We're coming up to lap 27 of 65. What do I have the AI set on? Just out of curiosity. Oh, 110. Okay. We almost had our first yellow of the season and of the day and of the weekend. So Kyle Langland all over the back of Titan Nichols. Right now, I only see 3 Vipers inside the top 4. Naguera, Parrish, and Langland. Naguera was 16th in points overall. That was not the points. That was the schedule there, Boyles. GG. And Naguera came into this race in class 4th in class points. So this is good. Kyle Langland came as race 2nd in points, trying to chase down Byron Webb for class points. Looks like if he were to win, he would take the points lead in class. I think Fitzwater would take the points lead in the Mustangs because he's running in 9th. Oh, look at this gaggle of cars. Zachary Taylor's moved his way up into the top 10. Of course, Callaghan's leading the Jaguar class. Viper leader is Kyle Langland. Titan Nichols leading overall and in the Corvettes. And Bradley Ream has taken the lead in the Mustang class. Of course, if you don't know which class is what, just look for the C, that's Corvette, V for the Viper, J for the Jaguar, and an M for the Mustangs. That's the way you can figure out who is in what class. I'm trying to remember. Of course, I know Titan Nicholas is a part of is one of Andrew Williams's drivers, and I'm trying to remember if Andrew Williams has ever won on my channel. I don't think he did. I know his brother came close to winning the championship last year. Razor Callaghan only had 1 measly point. And if he were to win the class, this would jump him up. Because like I said, this is going to shake up the class points. There's Naguera. There's Will Parrish. This Viper lead's going to come down to the wire. Bradley Ream's leading Fitzwater. As of now, Bradley Ream would take the points lead. Whoever wins between Ream and Fitzwater would take the points lead in the Jaguar, or in the Mustang class, sorry. Because the guy they were trying to run down for that points for the class lead, Cody Smart, he's all the way back in 28th. Ugh, that's not good. We're past the halfway mark, by the way. Kyle Langland right there in the 27. So this Viper lead is really going to come down the wire. Naguera, I know, is going to pass Addison Peterson. But I see her in 8th, so this is still a good run for Peterson. Even though she's going to probably take a hit in the class points, it's going to help her in the overall points. That was not what I wanted you to do, you derping thing. Titan Nichols, even though... Where's the next Corvette? There's the next Corvette. That would be David Heller. Titan Nichols has led every lap so far for the Corvettes. Razor Callaghan has led most of the race as far as the Jaguar class is concerned. The Mustangs, it's been a back and forth. There's the Viper of Addison Peterson. There's David Heller second, as he nearly ruffled up my female driver. That's Peterson. Addison Peterson's one of my female drivers, by the way. Zachary Taylor there. There's Summit Oskin. Going through the field, these drivers are being a little bit polite. Oh, who's that in the wall? That's the 7. Oh, that's Crenshaw who's up in the wall. Got too much of that wall, ran the what I call the junior line. Nearly spun out right in front of Skylar Taylor. Skylar's not having a good day either. And Skylar came in this race 20th in points overall. And then in class, Skylar came into this race 4th in the class points. So this is not a good run from Skylar either. Oh boy, this is really going to be a bit of a point shakeup heading into next week. Of course, next week being Bristol. While this race is going on, I'm going to go ahead and let everyone know, if you have not seen the announcement in the PCSRA Discord that was posted earlier today by me, I highly recommend you go check out the announcement. If you guys have questions, comments, or concerns in regards to next year, let me know in my DM. And if you have not joined the PCSRA Discord, I will put the link in the description after this video is published. Or after this live stream goes published, rather. You probably know what I mean. And new leader for the Corvettes, David Heller just took the lead from Titan Nicholas. So Titan Nicholas, who's led most of this race as far as the Corvette class is concerned, going to be on the chopping block. If we were to do a chopping block for You Blew It, which I don't think I'm going to do that. Well, I'll do it in the President's chat. I'm not going to do it in the Discord server, so. Really impressed with Addison Peterson, who's really taken these GT cars very good. She's learned a lot from watching her drivers from the GTSRA competitors. Of course, we did come out and test. So, there you go. And of course, I will point this out with the announcement of the, those skid marks, by the way, was from Annie Crenshaw. So with the announcement in the PCSRA Discord, which if you have not heard, well, for those of you in the President's chat, you already know. For those of you in the PCSRA server, you already know. For some of you in other Discord servers I'm in that are not aware of the news, it is announced that PSRLA, which is the league by Hergel Arvin Alonso, as Callaghan nearly got into Kyle Langland there, probably scraped a little paint off that Viper, as Callaghan goes back to the lead of the race. And of course, these two are class leaders. I need to point that out. But back to what I was getting ready to say before that. PSRLA, which is Herschel Arvin Alonso, NR League. And of course, my league, the PCS Ray, whenever I don't do the DRL Red Bull GT series, as some of you are aware, are merging at the end of this year. We will have some new series coming in 2024. Some people have asked, is the Camping World Truck Series going to get affected? The answer is no, because they're going to be independent. Because I really enjoyed that series. Because remember, I did 20 races for the Camping World Truck Series. And I will do another season. I'll either do another season or I'm going to start doing the new series. Because the Napa series that, which I want to thank Herschel Arvin Alonso for making the logos for me. The Napa series is going to replace the AutoZone Amateur Series next season. And we're going to probably be using the ARCA cars. So, there you go. So, you know, and of course, it's been incredible to have PCS Ray. I mean, PCS Ray next year is going to be celebrating 14 years, believe it or not. My league was established in 2010. We started our first NR video in 2016. So that tells you how long it's been, how long we've been in the community. Checking the field. Looks like the field's a bit spread out there. Of course, Zachary Taylor has not done his post-race interview as of the stream, so he's got his work cut out for him. But, you know, the plan for 2024 is that, yes, I'm going to start doing the new series for PCS Array, which we're still going to be operating that league, so that's still not going to change. The big change, I think, for next season, or actually not for next season, is going to be in 2025 in regards to the Coca-Cola Trucks Buffalo Wild Wings Monster Energy Series. Because the Foster Series is going to get warped into the PSR LA Grand National Series next season. So, you know, but Foster's will be still one of the sponsors for the race name for the Monster Energy Series, and more all of that will be discussed in a separate video with, you know, me and Herschel. So there you go. So if you guys have any questions about what's going to happen for next season as far as with PCS Array is concerned, or for 2025, that's still going to be up in the air as far as that's concerned. But we're still going to do the 2024 races for PCS Array as planned, because I still have a promise to keep for all of you. And we'll go from there. I will say, however, that for season, we're going to have this series, the DRL Red Bull GT series. This series will be in place once we go into the off season for the PCS Array, which will be for 2020. After 2024 for PCS Array, this will be the series that will be filling the gap, and we will be doing DRL races during the PCS Array off season, which will go into effect after next year's races come out. So, yeah. Kyle Langland, after the long speech I gave, still the race leader. Callaghan still leading the Jaguar class, as I'm going the wrong way. Titan Nichols just retook the lead in the Corvette class, and The 33 of Jeffrey Finguy has the lead for now in the Mustang class. But he's about to get passed by Fitzwater. And Fitzwater can't make the pass. Now he's going to get passed by the one of Will Parrish. And the other thing I'm also going to mention when I discuss this with Herschel is going to be the, we'll be also discussing the R symbol, the R being the Rookie of the Year situation. So that will be something we will do for next season, so. Callaghan leads. We're inside the 10 to go, by the way. I will post the official finishing results in the Discord, the DRL Discord. Link will be in the description once this video gets published. And then you will see your rookie points, your overall points, and your updated class points heading into Bristol next week. And then we have our first road race at Lime Rock Park, one of my favorite tracks. Funny part is Lime Rock made its debut in 2016 in PCSRA, so there you go. Jeffrey Finguy, currently leading the Mustang class. He would like to take the lead in the overall, for the overall standings. Jeffrey Finguy comes into this race 24th in the points. He is 7th in class points. Not the start of the season he would have liked. Of course, the reason there's only 32 is there's 8 Mustangs, 8 Vipers, 8 Jaguars, and 8 Corvettes. I had nothing to do today other than I thought, okay, I'd probably just go ahead and record DRL since this will be the only series I'm going to focus on now that we got the big announcement out of the way. Of course, speaking of PCSRA races, you will see the Pocono race weekend coming out this weekend. Of course, we got the AutoZone Amateur Series, which, by the way, will be ceasing operations at the end of the season once they will be warped into the Napa Pro Series next season. And the caution is out. We just took the caution with about 4 laps to go, and this race might end under the yellow. Oh, Angel Gutierrez is involved. He is the reason for this caution. Hi, Fitzwater. All right, let's take a look at what happened. Of course, caution came out with 5 to go. They took the caution with about 4 or 5 laps to go. I don't know if we're going to get this race back going. Let's see. Oh, hi, Ormy. Q-Man. Looks like he drove it in there too hard and put poor Angel Gutierrez on the wall. Oh, my word. Angel Gutierrez gets launched up on top of the wall, pulling a Martin Truex Jr. from Richmond in 2004, 2005. How everybody else did not get involved in that, I do not know. But this is not good news for Angel Gutierrez because he came into this race. Let me actually do this so you guys can see the Gutierrez came in this race 13th in the points overall. And where was he in class? He was 7th. Ooh, this is not, and he's out of the race. Oh, that's such a shame for Gutierrez. I can officially confirm Nathan Orman's going to pass him in class points. And I don't know if we're going to go back to green or not. Because the caution came out with about 5 to go. We're coming up to 3 laps to go. Let's see if we're going to get back to green or not, if we're going to have a 1-lap dash. That is also the first caution of the season, I'd like to point out. Oh, we're going to have a 1-lap dash. We're going to have a green-white checker to finish this off. That's a tough break for Angel Gutierrez, so that means he's going to get 1 lousy point out of today as far as the class points is concerned. And this is going to kill him in overall points. And if I'm not mistaken, Gutierrez did not even lead a lap. So Kyle Langland leads overall on the Vipers. Leading in the Mustang class is Jeffrey Finguy. Jaguar leader is Razor Callaghan. Ignore the blender in the background. Titan Nichols leads in the Corvette class. Taylor is in 4th. Then we have Will Parrish. Fitzwater is 7th. Naguera 8th. Josh Harmon 9th. And Timo Mauser 10th. That's a couple of Mustangs who really needed some big points. Harmon and Naguera. Same with Will Parrish. White flag and green flag in the air. We are on the final lap of the race. Yes, ignore the blender in the background. We're on the last lap of the race. No matter what, we'll race back. Can Kyle, looks like he's going to do it. Kyle Langland is going to win here at Atlanta for the Vipers. Razor Callaghan will get his first career win in DRL Red Bull GT Series for the Jaguars. Nichols wins for the Corvettes. And Jeffrey Finguy will win for the Mustangs. And Kyle came in this race 8th in points. This is going to be big points day for him. Well, that caution really reared its ugly head towards the end of this race. Standings are now official. Oh my goodness. And here's the catch. 2 Triple B panelists have won this season overall, Langland and Smart. Do I see Nathan Orman or David or Taylor winning Zachary Taylor winning next week, to be more specific? We're going to have to wait and see. Razor Callaghan, this is going to be big points for him. Because if I look at the point standings for the Jaguars, he came in with 1 lousy point. He wins in class. Boy, that's going to be a shakeup in the Jaguar points. Kyle Langland was 2nd in points. He was in class, that is. He's going to more than likely take the points lead over in the Viper standings. Taylor will complete the podium in 3rd. Nichols will win the Corvette battle. And looks like Titan Nichols will extend his points lead over Sean Art. Jeffrey, hate when damn spammer calls call me when I'm trying to do the results. Anyway, as I was saying before my phone decided to be stupid. Anyway, Titan Nichols will extend his points lead because the guy he was trying to run down for the points lead in class, 13th for Sean. Sean will end up will still be 2nd in points. Jeffrey Finguy will be finishing in 5th. Finguy came into this race. Where did Jeffrey? He is 24th. He'll be moving up. This will be big points day for him. Will Parrish will get 6th. 2nd in the Viper class. Tatiana Naguera will complete the Viper podium in 3rd. 2nd for Fitzwater in the Mustang class. And of course, Fitzwater, the good news for him is that he and Bradley Ream will pass Cody Smart in the class points. But Fitzwater rather, will be the points leader for the Mustang class heading into next week. Good run for Fitzwater, by the way. Timo Mauser, 9th. And Addison Peterson gets a top 10, and she'll complete the podium for the Vipers. So, good run for Addison Peterson. Josh Harmon, Bradley Reams, Sean Art, David Hiller, Samad Ozkin complete the top 15. Then it was Logan Williams, Prudence Martindale, the Jaguar points leader. This is going to be a big hit for her. The good news for her is that the gal that was trying to run her down for the class points lead, 25th for Emma Kaiser. As far as that is concerned, let me see. Sean got 2nd in class, 3rd for David Hiller. Logan Williams got 4th. Ormy got 5th in class. As you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results, he even beat Jesse Art, who ended up 6th in class. Kyler Anderson finished last car on the lead lap. Nobody finished a lap down or more. And then poor Angel Gutierrez finished out of the race after being our only caution of this event, and he'll finish in 32nd position. So Kyler Anderson, he's going to take a hit in class points. I can tell you that for certain. Byron Webb came in this race as the Viper points leader. This was not what he needed. As I'm going to go ahead and save that. Thank you. So this is going to be a big hit for Byron Webb, because Kyle Langland's going to take the points lead in the Viper class. Let's see who would take the lead. Looks like Razor Callaghan, depending where Prudence Martindale. Let's see. Callaghan got 1st in class, Taylor 2nd, Mauser 3rd, Oskin 4th, Martindale. I think Callaghan might have just passed, might be 2nd in points, because Prudence Martindale will still keep the points lead despite the fact that she's going to lose a lot of points today. So this is really going to be a big shakeup for the class points. As far as overall points is concerned, I'm looking at a number of drivers going to take hits. Cody Smart was 26. He came as race the points leader. Titan Nichols, who finished in the 4th position, he will no doubt take the points lead overall heading into next week's race at Bristol Motor Speedway, which we're heading to next on the calendar. That will be probably going to be recorded on Friday, next Friday, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you will be out for the Last Great Coliseum. And then we're going to go to Line Rock Park for our first road course race of the season. But thank you guys so much for joining me for today's race here at Atlanta. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCS Race Crew today. We've shown your full finisher results. You'll see your updated rookie points, your overall points, and your class points heading into next week at Bristol Motor Speedway. And if you want to join the PCS Array Discord as well as the DRL Discord, the links to those will be in the description once I get this video put up on YouTube. But until then, I've been Dean Evola signing off. I thank you for watching today's race from Atlanta, as you've been watching another broadcast of the DRL Red Bull GT Series on the PCS Race Sports and Gaming channel, celebrating 13 years of awesome existence and great racing and the best NR racing since 2017. See you next week from Bristol Motor Speedway.